Kimberly-Clark is a global, multinational company that produces a range of essential products. Millicent Mill has a long history of being located here in South Australia. The mill's been at this current site for over 62 years and is been very much a part of the local community, both in Millicent and Mount Gambier, which are the two major centres close to the mill. It has had a history of employing women in the early part of its life, mostly in the sorting and packaging areas. But in recent times, it had become very male dominated. In 2019, we didn't hire any women into any of the operational roles within the mill. And it was something that we recognised was an issue and it needed to change. We focused on what were the leading causes behind why we hadn't seen any women apply to the role, and started to realise that there were some biases in the way that we were approaching recruitment. And we made changes to that area to ensure that we could reduce the bias in both advertising and the recruitment processes to ensure that we were getting that full range of candidates to apply. So initially, the adverts for any vacant positions, requested a long list of preconditions or pre-experiences, which created the illusion that the role was very much a mechanical or heavy-duty type role, which is not the case. We also relied heavily on referrals, and referrals from the workforce, which was already male dominated, meant that they believed that we were looking for men, not women. We changed that. We reduced the list of preconditions, and we went on an advertising campaign to really emphasise the fact that manufacturing was a great place to work for both men and women. And we also went back to our workforce, asking them on who they knew that would like a job in Kimberly-Clark. And the other thing that we also recognised around that time was the need to ensure that we were providing opportunities for flexible work, with the belief that that would increase the number of people who would be looking to work for us by having access to those kind of arrangements. Interestingly enough, the majority of employees that took up the flexible work arrangement were men. Both in them wanting to spend more time with their families, young families, or in a way of transitioning to retirement. But by opening that option up, this was just another benefit that was created for those employees. We continue to see a steady application of women now for production roles, and we can really see the changing face of the work groups with more women now involved. These changes really did make a big shift to our recruiting numbers. Going from no female hires in 2019 to 50% in 2020 and 21 just shows that if you want to make a difference, you can, and the results will occur. I'm really proud about the outcome that we've achieved, for two main reasons. One, there was no reason for us not to be recruiting women, and we had actually closed ourselves off to a pool of potential employees that weren't applying, which could actually continue to bring capability and an enthusiasm to the workforce that we weren't tapping into. But the second part of it is we've actually seen the workforce itself start to change. This injection of women has meant that the work groups now behave and interact differently, are more optimistic, more enthusiastic, and that's something that really shows that by improving the diversity in your workforce and supporting that diversity can have those real positive benefits both for productivity and for general improvement within the assets. And it's great to see that we can do what people didn't think was possible. To take a manufacturing environment that was predominantly male dominated and really make a difference, both for those employees who didn't think it was possible, but also for the organisation at large by having a more productive environment. The piece that I think that really deserves to be amplified is the fact that manufacturing is a fantastic industry for anyone who can see it as something that they would like to have a career in. Gender isn't a barrier, and I think our progress so far has shown that that's absolutely the case.